SOFI update for the 8th, and so we started the day actually down, where did we start at? Around $8 pretty much, and we came all the way up here to 850 early in the morning as the market was ripping, and then we fell down here to end the day around $8. I think $7.99 was the finish. And so this is what I see on the chart. We zoom in here a little bit. We finished that third wave like I talked about in the last video, and it looks like we have an ABCA and then AB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5B, so ABC, and it looks like we're finishing up the C wave down, and as you can see I drew the parallel lines here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would expect something around 780 tomorrow, maybe in that range. The overall market, I'm expecting it to go down a little bit tomorrow, but not much, maybe anywhere from probably like 0.5% maybe, and then start going higher again. So I'm expecting SOFI to go down around 780, and that would finish this ABC move, and then that would finish also the fourth wave that I talked about in the previous video. And that's what I'm seeing as the most likely scenario right now. So we have, let's go back to here, we had 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, and then now we have a fourth wave, A, B, C, 4 overall, and then we should have one more move higher. The only question is, are we going to get, if we zoom out here on the 2-hour chart, like I talked about in the last video, are we going to get this actually being a third wave and we pull back and then go higher all the way to $10? Or are we just going to get to $9 and it barely breaks outside of this parallel line and it's actually just still an ABC pattern? It just broke the parallel line. So we'll see as it goes, but right now if we were to predict where it's going to land at, we would just take it from the top of the third wave down here to the start of the first wave, put it here at the bottom, and you can see I already have the lines drawn around $8.95, $9 all the way to about $9.30 would be the target. And you know, I've been looking at this for a while. I was thinking that maybe it would fill this gap right here, 884, and that's exactly where we're headed to, I think, as long as the market stays up, and I think it will. So pretty much tomorrow, expect maybe a little bit of downside. Upstart had horrible earnings. I'm not sure why. I mean, I know it's the algos, but it's still affecting us. And we're dipping after hours. We finished at $7.99. We dipped after hours. I bought some shares after hours. I was like, all right, well, if you're going to go ahead and give it to me right now, I'm going to go ahead and buy some shares. So I bought some shares after hours, pretty much around the price that I expect for it to dip tomorrow. Hopefully this doesn't affect us like way too much or more than I think, and we end up dipping down to like 760. I don't think so, but anything's possible. But right now, trajectory is 780 and then $9. And then from there, we'll see if it actually ends up being an ABC pattern or if this ends up being a 5-wave move all the way to $10. So another thing to look at is that makes me more confident in this call is I'm not going to look at the VIX, but the dollar. Because when the dollar goes down, we are more likely to go up. And so if you zoom out here on the 4-hour chart, we have a ABCA, ABCB, clearly an ABC pattern. And so I'm expecting one more move down here. If we go in on the lower time frames, you can kind of see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 somewhere down in here, and ultimately it should be a 5-wave move that ultimately should end. Let me zoom back out here. Should end. Let's see where we're at. I think we're going to end probably somewhere in the 103 to 104 range. Maybe I talked about that in the last video. It looks like a zigzag pattern, so it could be a 1.61, which would actually take us all the way down to 102.36. And if we zoom out here on the monthly chart, we are still waiting for that fourth wave on the monthly chart, and I think it's coming here in the next week or two. I'm expecting all of this to be pretty much finished up maybe around OPEX for August, so maybe on the 19th. We might have already hit the top by then, but I'm expecting the dollar to pretty much finish its fourth wave somewhere around mid to late August, and then start to move higher. And so SOFI still got another 10 to 20% move in it. So if you're buying shares or buying options, you got a good chance to make some good money over the next couple of weeks. So that's the update for today. Stay tuned for tomorrow, and I will put out a video after the market closes to let you know where we're at in the chart.